eyes shining and eyebrows raised. A man is baring his crooked teeth in a hearty laugh. This is not a portrait, but a character study of a laughing man. A man who is destined to wear this smile forever, never changing, only a permanent grin for the rest of his days. At the far end of the street was the silhouette of a man dancing. It was a strange dance, like a waltz, but he finished each box with an odd stride forward. He was very tall and lanky, and wearing an old suit. He danced closer still until I could make out his face. His eyes were open wide and wild, head tilted back slightly, looking off at the sky. His mouth was formed in a painfully wide cartoon of a smile. I just stood there, completely frozen, as the smiling man crept toward me. And then he stopped, still smiling, still looking to the sky. There was something about his face that always haunted me. He didn't look drunk. He didn't look high. He looked completely and utterly insane. And that's a very, very scary thing to see. A smile is supposed to be a universal sign of joy, warmth, and connection. But sometimes a smile can unsettle us, sending a shiver down our spine instead of putting us at ease. Why is that? Why do smiles, the very thing meant to comfort us, sometimes scare us? Today we'll dive into the psychology, culture, and storytelling that have turned smiles into something sinister. If you've seen videos like these, then let me introduce you to the Uncanny Valley. The Uncanny Valley is a concept in robotics and design, but its principles apply to human expressions too. When something looks almost human, but is just slightly off, it triggers a sense of unease. A smile, when exaggerated or inappropriate, can tip into the Uncanny Valley, becoming creepy rather than comforting. This happens because our brains are finely tuned to detect subtle social cues. An unnatural smile disrupts our expectations, creating a sense of discomfort. It's a signal that something isn't quite right, activating our fight or flight response. Horror creators have long recognized the unsettling power of a smile. Take Pennywise the clown from It, his smile oversized, exaggerated, and paired with predatory eyes. It twists the symbol of joy into something menacing. Jack Torrance's grin in The Shining is terrifying not because it's overly monstrous, but because it feels unhinged. It suggests that something is deeply wrong beneath the surface. Smiles in horror often work this way. They subvert our expectations, forcing us to question the intent behind them. One of the most unsettling examples that still sticks with me today is the ending of Ty West's movie Pearl. I'm going to lightly spoil the ending of this movie, so if you haven't seen it yet, please feel free to skip to this part. A husband returns from a war, happy and excited to reunite with his wife. As he enters the house, he yells out, "Pearl!" Yet to his horror, finds the rotting corpses of what was once Pearl's parents, only to be greeted with, "I'm so happy you're home." What follows is an extended hold, unbroken and uncutting on Pearl's pained grin. The music swells and viewers are left with this forced, unnerving, and unending smile. Even outside of movies, unsettling smiles have permeated our pop culture, from creepypasta characters like the Smiling Man in the intro, Smile Dog, or Jeff the Killer, to viral videos of distorted grins on the horror TikToks of Spencer Lackey. The way we perceive smiling has become distorted, a shorthand for hidden danger. Smiles are a key part of human interaction, but their meaning depends on context. Inappropriate smiles, like smiling in the face of tragedy or anger, can unsettle us because they break social norms and we're left wondering, what does this person really feel? What are they hiding? Not all smiles are created equal. Genuine smiles, or Duchenne smiles, engage the muscles around the eyes. They're authentic and reassuring. But fake or forced smiles, aka non-Duchenne smiles, those that don't reach the eyes, trigger suspicion. This disconnect between expression and emotion creates that sense of unease. Throughout history, forced smiles have been associated with manipulation, coercion, and a lack of sincerity. Think of every time you've had to force a smile working in customer service. I know those are many of my experiences, and I never feel good about my smile. Also, while researching for this video, I came across the concept of scopophobia, which is defined as an intense, irrational fear of being stared at or scrutinized by others. It includes symptoms such as the fear of being watched in public or by others, anxiety or panic attacks in social situations, avoidance of social interactions entirely, and I can't help but attribute this to the feeling of dread that we get when we perceive a scary entity with a smile, that they've noticed us, that they're watching us, that our entire existence has been acknowledged when all we want to do is hide. Throughout history, forced smiles have been associated with manipulation, coercion, and a lack of sincerity. They remind us that a smile can mask darker intentions. Now, different cultures assign different meanings to smiles. In some, a smile can signify politeness or submission rather than happiness. In others, excessive smiling might be seen as disingenuous or even foolish. Historically, smiles have also been associated with deceit. Tricksters, demons, and villains are often portrayed with exaggerated grins, using their charm to hide their true nature. These depictions have shaped how we perceive smiles in storytelling, not as symbols of joy, but as masks for danger. Now, before I conclude, I wanted to try an experiment with you. I'm going to show you a few photos that I've edited to give these faces smiles when they originally had none. So, what did you think? Even while editing these, I couldn't help but feel a deep sense of discomfort and eeriness seeing these images with a smile. The face of Pazuzu from The Exorcist was one of the scariest memories I had growing up, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to unsee it with a smile. I hope the same goes for you now. At its core, the fear of unsettling smiles is tied to the fear of the unknown. A smile that doesn't match the situation forces us to question what's hidden beneath. Is it madness, malice, or something else entirely? It reminds us that not everything, or everyone, is as it seems. Hey spooky friends, thanks so much for watching this video, and it's my first try into creating horror content on YouTube, so please let me know how I can improve, what you'd like to see, and just what your thoughts are. Appreciate you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.